Coming up on this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show, a lot of news going on with the Speaking Out movement. This is a movement that caught all of us by surprise, where a lot of people are accusing wrestlers, well-known wrestlers, of sexually accused, sexually assaulted stuff that even blows my mind. And they are accused, and these well-known wrestlers, we'll get to it in the first half, plus the Raw Ring Report, where we talk about Monday Night Raw, the fallout from the greatest wrestling match at Backlash, where Ric Flair, Big Show, and Christian all make appearances. What's going on with that? In the SmackDown Ring Report, as AJ Styles is officially crowned the new Intercontinental Champion and has a celebration to remember. And on the NXT Ring Report, NXT, with a lot of storylines and gaps between the hidden messages. Killer Cross with new champion Santos Escobar, and a lot more in the AEW Ring Report as AEW continue the road to Fyter Fest as a lot of championship matches and feuds intensify. It's all new Pro Wrestling Show starts right now. Welcome to the Pro Wrestling Show. I'm your host, as always, Kid Dix here. Glad you joined us on the Pro Wrestling Show. We got a lot of news to get to, but first things first, join in the conversation using the hashtag Pro Wrestling here on Connect. And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe as you can, because we know that wrestling matters, because we know you care about the Pro Wrestling Show. We care for you to make good, great content for you, the Pro Wrestling audience. Thank you all once again. All right, let's get started with Hot Topics. On Hot Topics this week, and Hot Topics this week is kicking off with a bang with the Speaking Out movement, as a lot of women, including men, are accusing well-known wrestlers of performing sexual acts and sexual stuff that people would deem appropriate. Well, a lot of wrestlers coming under fire, as one is Matt Riddle, the WWE SmackDown superstar, was accused by a lady that it was all in the tour bus together. She allegedly said that Matt Riddle told her to hop on his you-know-what and do that, but she refused and caused a stir, and she wants to sue Matt Riddle. Matt Riddle wants to sue her back, and saying that's not true, and saying that she had proof and pictures sent to his wife. Wow. She gave Matt Riddle war pleasure. That ain't the first one. There's some more that TJ Perkins from Impact saying that he was molested as a kid. Well, even the biggest story was Jack Gallagher, who was in the Cruiserweight 205 division, got fired by WWE. And there's more. Trent Seven, Travis Banks, Joy Ryan from Impact. A lot of, and then the one thing that blew folks' mind was from the NWA, where Dave Lagana was the NWA vice president. He was controlled all content and stuff. Now NWA had to halt production because of Lagana's misdeeds in action. Wow. Ooh. Knew he was creepy. I just knew. You were playing Mama Storm and playing all those creepy characters. You kind of knew something was unlined with him. But Dave Lagana out in the NWA. The NWA had to halt production. Even that, so was more crazy and more wild. This Jim Cornette and his wife Stacy. Well, one wrestler came forward and said that Jim Cornette and his wife Stacy, Jim Cornette and his wife Stacy said that he was going to get offered a job working for Ohio Valley Wrestling, get a contract. He said that Cornette allegedly told him that he had to do some sexual acts to his wife to get a secure contract. Wow. Cornette and his wife Stacy vehemently denied and went after the dude on Twitter. So this is a Twitter back and forth fight. They said, we listened to the Grand Cornette podcast, that Cornette will have something to say about this ramification, about this accusation over him. It gets crazier and crazier each week. Just like you think when one story comes to an end, another one comes around. Wow. You know, hey, that's what it is. All right. That is hot topics. We'll have hot topics later on in the show. Let's get to the Raw Ring report. The Raw Ring report this week was this: Randy Orton come out the heels of the backlash of the match, the greatest wrestling match ever. Started the show with a promo and thanked it for reuniting his feud, reuniting him as the legend killer inside of it. Christian came out there, the legend, and challenged Orton to an unsanctioned match. Told Randy Orton that was wrong. Randy Orton told him, you don't care about Christian. It's just you want this. You want the spotlight. Randy Orton challenged him to an unsanctioned match for later on the show. Big Show and Ric Flair tried to talk Christian out of it, but he accepted the challenge later on. In the main event, we saw Ric Flair low blow Christian and serve him up on platter to Orton to punt him and pin him and tell the Miz to make sure to take care of him. So Randy Orton taking out a lot of people, taking out Edge and Christian. So you think you'll be a reuniting between Edge and Christian and Orton finds a partner? Let us know in the bell. But this week on Raw was Ric Flair will present Randy Orton as the greatest wrestler of all time. So Ric Flair, known thing about being a great wrestler, now going to give that mount to Randy Orton as the greatest wrestler. Randy Orton almost been in the WWE for almost 20 years. Damn. Just come and go. Come and go. Speaking of that, Kevin Owens went against Angel Garza and defeated him. Angel Garza still having that rock and roll relationship with Andrade. Andrade was out there watching a bird's eye view. Even now on Angel Garza, a lot of people are speculating that Angel Garza might be the next Eddie Guerrero, like I've been saying here. Angel Garza got the mystique. Then he thinks to himself like he don't look like he's the next Eddie Guerrero. Dude, if somebody give you a compliment being the next Eddie Guerrero, take it. I would. All right, speaking of that, coming out the loss of Backlash in the WWE Championship match, MVP and Bobby Lashley blamed the loss on Lana. Then Lana came out there trying to convince Lashley that everything's going to be all right. But Lashley said the 4 unforgivable words that no married couple want to hear, that another couple does not want to hear in a relationship. I want a divorce. Ooh, and then when Lana went in the tailspin, went crazy. She didn't know how to react. She went crazy. Also, the Viking prophets, the Street Profits and the Viking Raiders teamed up together against Tia Kazaro's ninjas by pinfall. This coming from the heels of Backlash with the Viking Raiders and the Street Profits going against each other in an impromptu match. When Tia Kazaro returned to Raw with a bunch of ninjas, including a giant ninja. We thought it was Shaq, but it ain't Shaq. Some little rookie. Big Show came out there to help fight him off. And Big Show want to fight that giant ninja. Big Show, resident WWE giant ninja. So, hey, Big Show want to fight. Also, Seth Rollins and Rey Mysterio talked to each other via satellite about Seth telling Ray that he needs to give it up and retire. But Ray said he's going to have vengeance for him because what he did to his eye is eye for eye. And Seth kind of said that he sensed the feeling that Dominic Mysterio's son was around. And Dominic came and attacked Rollins before running off. And Rollins had his minions, Theory and Murphy, to chase him. But too quick for Dominic Mysterio. Also, MVP and Lashley challenge Drew McIntyre and R-Truth to the winner-take-all tag team match for both their championships. Well, then R-Truth then got the match change, and beat McIntyre. R-Truth beat MVP and Lashley to retain their championships. So, RT. What the fuck? RE and McIntyre. MVP. R-Truth and McIntyre retained their titles. So, they were close. They making the WWE Championship like come tied with the 24/7 title. Speaking of that, the Iconics went and beat Liv Morgan Natalia by pinfall. So Iconics gained the momentum that next week on Raw, they will have a championship match against Sasha Banks and Bayley for the WWE Women's Tag Team titles. Natalia was upset with Liv Morgan for the loss, and she understood how Lana was feeling about being sick, being blamed for everyone else's shortcomings. Ain't that all? Because everybody does that to me, so hey, you just had to live with it and like, okay, hey, you the one with your own shortcomings. MVP tries to get Apollo Crews to join him by saying he will only retain the United States Championship if he's by his side. Crews beat Shelton Benjamin by pinfall and looked by hooking him in the arm and the ropes and cheat. Later on in the match, MVP came to Shelton Benjamin and told him, hey, maybe you need a new management. So could we see MVP start structuring a lot of black athletes around him? Could Apollo Crews, could Shelton Benjamin perhaps be joining MVP's faction along with Lashley himself? It'd be like the Beatdown Clan once again. Impact was a couple years ago. And then, in an impromptu appearance, the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions Sasha Banks and Bayley tried to celebrate Bayley's birthday until the Iconics came out there and talked trash enough and goaded Bayley and them to agree to a time match next week. So it's going to happen this week on Raw, where Sasha Banks and Bayley defend the WWE Women's Tag Team titles against the Iconics, Billy Kay and Peyton Royce. Billy Kay and Peyton Royce become two-time champions just like Banks and Bayley is. Will Banks and Bayley relive that fear of losing at WrestleMania to the Iconics? You see on Raw. And finally, the main event was Asuka defeated Nia Jax in a rematch for the Raw Women's Championship from Backlash the night before. Well, Asuka won by a landslide and went quick. But the referee and Nia Jax, they resolve problems. So what's going on with that? So we'll see on Raw how this all going to transpire this week on Raw. All right, that ends the Raw Ring Report. Let's move over to the SmackDown Ring Report. All right. On the SmackDown Ring Report this week, well, after a promo by the Phenomenal Ones, AJ Styles and Continental win, AJ Styles celebrated around the ring live around the SmackDown Stars where Nadeon hosted. AJ Styles gloated about the fact that he's the new Intercontinental Champion. Well, he wanted Daniel Bryan to come up and present him the championship belt. Daniel Bryan did. Daniel Bryan was being too sport about it. He didn't want to do it, so they caused that. So AJ Styles said no one will get a shot at the Intercontinental title unless they had to earn it under his title reign. Well, the bro himself, Matt Riddle, debuted on SmackDown. Matt Riddle showed some awesome maneuvers. I guess this speak out movie thing diverted. Matt Riddle won against AJ Styles with the Bo Derek, earning his first victory on the show. So Matt Riddle could be a serious contender for AJ Styles Intercontinental title. But we know that AJ will defend the Intercontinental Championship next week on SmackDown against Daniel Bryan's coach, Drew Gulak. Gulak earned the pinfall victory before AJ became Intercontinental Champion. Now, Gulak gets a shot at the Intercontinental title this week on SmackDown. Also, Shorty G went against Mojo Rawley and beat him by pinfall. Mandy Rose was a guest on Miz TV. She fought off Sonya Deville after they talked trash about each other. So, is they going to reunite or what's going to happen with that? Let's see. Also, the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, The New Day, beat Lucha House Party by pinfall, and then they was attacked by Cesaro and Shinsuke. So, The New Day, I had to look ahead, look the eyes around, and Cesaro and Shinsuke is coming for those SmackDown Tag Team titles. Also, Nikki Cross won some competition and attacked Sasha Banks and Bayley after Sasha Banks and Bayley was commentating on their show, which led to Banks and Bayley being crossed by pinfall. And finally, the Firefly Funhouse returned and revolved around Bray Wyatt. Basically said his feud is not over yet with Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman came out there and interrupted. But Bray Wyatt coming back to being the heel of the worlds again. We thought it was going to be the Fiend, but they swerved this once again, saying that Bray, the heel of the worlds, is coming back. So we got the whole world in his hand and wants their Universal Championship back. So that ends the SmackDown Ring Report. All right, when we return, we'll have more We'll have hot topics. Then we'll have NXT report in AEW. Stay tuned. Back to the Pro Wrestling Show. I'm your host, as always, Ken Dix here. Glad you can join us here. Don't forget to join in the conversation using the hashtag ProWrestling here on Connect and subscribe. Subscribe is Ken. Thank you all for watching. All right, let's get to hot topics. On hot topics this week, now we are learning that the Undertaker had a fallout with Mr. McMahon about the Starcast thing. Now we know that Undertaker was slated to make an appearance for Starcast, but Undertaker canceled at the last minute because he was going to appear until Conrad Thompson had made a power move by Mr. McMahon. Mr. McMahon made the biggest power move, saying that he's not going to be on there. And they caused a little tension between the dead man and the chairman. Well, now we know officially what happened with that. So, said something too that Undertaker love for the game. Like they're saying that the Undertaker is content with the Boneyard match. That could have been that's Undertaker's basically saying that's his last match in WWE. So the Boneyard match was his facetious farewell, and it was a good farewell for him. So Undertaker, good farewell with him. A lot of people. So even our NBA legend, Ricky's Dominique DeWickles, who knows from Atlanta Hawks, said he would like to manage Ricky Starks. So people want to manage Ricky Starks. All right. And that's basically it for wrestling with just the speaking out movement. We talked about it earlier. So all right. Let's move over to the NXT ring report. The NXT ring report this week. The NXT kicked off with Imperium defending the tag team titles against Breezango. Breezango tried to mock Imperium after Imperium came out there and retained by pinfall, retained the NXT tag team titles. Also, Tom Phillips had interviewed Velveteen Dream about losing the NXT title, not getting a championship match ever since Adam Cole's still champion. Velveteen Dream said he's a solo act. He'd rather be a true partner for Dexter Lumis. Lumis helped him out, so he's helped him out to return a favor. Dexter Lumis looking out for him and Dream, the team must be tag team champions. Could that be a possibility? We'll see. Also, Damian Priest defeated Killian Dane by pinfall. There you go. Also, Leah defeated Exile Lee by pinfall by roll-up at distraction from Robert Stone, who grew up in the ring. So Robert Stone had been out of luck as of late. So Robert Stone getting a chance with Leah as his new client. Timothy Thatcher taught some submission move classes. So Timothy Thatcher moved from Matt Riddle to being like a teacher or somewhere like that. In Undisputed Therapy, Roger Strong talks to Kyle Ryder how he can't stop thinking about Dexter Lumis and needs to face his fears with the trunk of the car they were pulling in. Strong ran off instead. So, Roger Strong still having those thoughts about Dexter Lumis and stuff. Backstage, Keith Lee is interrupted by Adam Cole interview to say that he's not going to be carrying Cross, who's going to take the title for Cole. It will be Keith Lee who takes the hourglass to smash. Can we see that Karrion Kross has his sights set on Keith Lee after smashes hourglass? We'll see. NXT champion Adam Cole cuts a promo about how he wants to go after Keith Lee's North American Championship title. He came out there, followed by Johnny Gargano, followed by Finn Balor. Will Reed interrupt to announce next week that Lee will be defending his title against both Gargano and Balor in a triple threat match. Whoever wins the match will go face NXT champion Cole. The winner takes all match. Will it be NXT champion versus North American champion? Both titles are on the line. Dakota Kai with the lovely, sexy Amazon Raquel Gonzalez defeat Katie Carr with Casey Canarino by submission. So Dakota Kai coming out want to be a threat for EO's title. And Vignette air hype to Mercedes Martinez coming soon. Bronson Reed defeated Leo Ruff by pinfall. That was a good squash match. But Bronson Reed is his sight set on Karrion Kross, but he'll meet next week. Karrion Kross will put damage to him. In the parking lot, Cameron Grimes apparently slashes Damian Priest's tires. So there's going to be a feud between Cameron Kross and Damian Priest down the road. Also, Santos Escobar, Regal Mazinos, and Joaquin Wild dressed in suits came to the ring so Escobar could cut a promo. Growing up, his dad always told him he would be a leader, not a luchador. So Drake Maverick interrupted to come out for a fight, but numbers game was just too much for Drake. And Escobar eventually put Maverick to a table outside the ring. The commercial where Maverick was loading the armors with Jay After turning on. That's why I said, like, FS Tasmo, using Lucha Underground and 10 and then Impact, you would think, like, how's he wearing that mask? You know, you have to wear for your culture, and but when you got it, it's like, man, this dude could be the next like Latino heartthrob. Just tell you. I guess WWE saw this and we can market this. And then the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions Bayley and Sasha Banks defend their tag team titles against Tegan Knox and Shotzi Blackheart. It was a match back and forth where they retained it by submission. Where Sasha put that bank statement on Sasha Banks. Yoshirai came out to run out Banks and Bayley to make a statement. For what? Well, Shirai, the new women's champion of NXT, is she challenging Bayley to a match? That's what it looked like. So we'll see. All right, that ends the NXT ring report. Let's move over to the AEW ring report. All right, the AEW ring report this week, where let's see, Heyman Page, the World Tag Team Champions of AEW, Heyman Page and Kenny Omega defeated Dustin Rhodes and QT Marshall for the AEW World Tag Team titles. I just love these matches when Dustin Rhodes have to work his butt out to keep up. But Dustin is in phenomenal shape now. He was the older version. This is his best version yet. Adam Page and Kenny Omega are not traditional tag team. They just make shit tag, but I hope they never lose the belts because they've been fighting those belts. They've been fighting champions. Heyman Page might not have the best hot tag in the business, but Kushima is being booked to look like a buffoon with this storyline alongside Allen. Abandon, who's AEW's new women's wrestler, against Anna Jay. Abandon with face paint, face bands, made her look terrifying in many ways, half failed. Not very worse than AEW Dark, so Abandon was quite the memorable introduction for me. Billy Gunn went against MJF. Billy Gunn had one of his best cuisine. Joe Bo was able to see MJF illegally use the ring for ringside seat, but not yet. So MJF won the match where it caused the chaos between MJF, Billy, the Son, the Jungle Express. Now we know MJF's bodyguard Warlow will go against Luchasaurus next week, battle those monsters. Also, Cody went against Ricky Smarts, who was part of NWA, left NWA, now signed with AEW. Cody and Rick Starr had a good instant classic match. Watching the first segment of this match made me more certain that Cody will be a heel by the end of the month. The fact that wrestlers can come outside AEW like restarts can challenge Cody, challenge makes it seem much more like open challenge. The Young Bucks win against Jimmy Havoc and Kip Sabian that call themselves the Super Bads or something. But in further note, with the speaking out thing, Jimmy Havoc was involved in that too, where someone called him out. Jimmy Havoc, AEW said Jimmy Havoc would have to take some time due to his mental issues and stuff. So I guess this is Jimmy Havoc's last match right now. This match was a rare occasion, a pre-match pat down produced by Pat Compile Smug and by Jimmy Havoc. The broadcast worked their butt off to make it look like Sabian and Havoc had a chance, but essentially the staff paid out to make the noise back. The only thing more impressive amount of double team moves the Bucks have is the fact that they took the individual time most of it. So the Young Bucks won. Young Bucks looking to maybe going against FTR down the road. We'll see. Also, Chris Jericho and Sammy Guevara team up against the Best Friends. If Jericho and Guevara won, they will be the new number one contenders for the AEW title coming up for a Fighter Fix. At one point, AEW would have Sammy Guevara singing a recorded version of Chris Jericho's theme, so Jericho used it to move forward. Jim Ross said Sammy Guevara reminds me of young Eddie Guerrero, just days after Vince McMahon said the same thing about Andy Garza, telling Pro Wrestling needs a new complement talent of Latino wrestlers. I think AJ Garza is the one. But I think Best Friends won the match. They keep their tag team title shot intact. So, there they go. All right. Thank you all for watching this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show. I've been your host, Kendrick Diggs. As we're going to do a lot of all the ring reports and hot topics and speaking out. On a further note, today is Father's Day, so all the dads out there, including my dad, happy Father's Day. Y'all are the foundation of the household, the family. So I want to thank my dad. I send him a salute. Happy Father's Day. And to all the dads around the world, happy Father's Day. Thank you all for watching this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show. See you next week for another edition of the Pro Wrestling Show.